marinades have a tendency to get stuck to the pan. So
Nice
keep
smell.
doing this, you'll ensure that your pan doesn't burn. Okay, just keep rubbing the chicken into its own marinade at the bottom, and your pan will kind of season that way. Okay, and with the next batch, nothing's gonna get stuck. All right.
Okay.
So, see, there's room in between. I'm gonna switch this on. Okay. Sear on both sides before I move on to the next step. I'm going to make my sauce in the same pan that we used for the rice to save pans, to save on cleaning up, because we're using a lot of stuff here. Yeah. Now with an induction hob, the center is always hotter than the edges. Okay. If I flip this over now, you'll see that this is probably already starting to brown. The center is always very hot, whereas the sides take a little bit longer. See? So then move it around a little bit. Do this. Okay? That way you kind of spread out the heat a bit more evenly.
I'm always a bit nervous about cooking chicken because I want to make sure it's cooked through. I think I end up just overcooking it, so the chicken's cooked.
Is it breast that you usually cook?
Yeah, usually breast or thigh.
Okay.
I'm always a bit nervous about it.
I usually tell people 10 to 12 minutes, no longer than that.
Okay.
Okay, if it's breast,
Yeah.
it's about 10 minutes. If it's thigh, it's about 12 minutes.
Okay.
Your breast cooks faster. Right? Keep rubbing it in. There, see? It's starting to get hot on this side now. Turn it around a little bit here. With the gas hob, you don't have this problem of moving it too much. There's even conduction of heat on gas hobs. Okay, I also keep a wooden spoon handy to get rid of this bit in the center. This will start to turn black. Okay, right now it's flavor because it's still brown. Yeah. In about a minute, that's going to be carcinogenic once it turns black. Okay, so keep doing this, huh? And keep removing any burnt bits. Bless you. Even though it's just the chili. Okay, almost there. I'm going to take it out.
Is it just the coconut oil you put on the pan at the very beginning? Only coconut oil?
Only coconut oil, nothing
Coconut
else.
oil.
And you guys are going to be doing ghee. It has a very, very strong flavor to it, ghee.
Okay.
Which is why we're not using it. I'm not using it. Okay?
Okay.
She's listening. Okay, see, this is still not done. It feels very bouncy. Yeah, but I'm going to take it out because I will cook it again. Yeah. Put it here. And see all these beautiful burnt bits at the bottom. You need them. Okay, just scrape it off. And take all of those with you. Just pop them here because you could use these. And you have all that beautiful flavor from the ghee. You don't want to get rid of it. You want to keep it. Okay? Pan back on number 7. I'm going to get the rest of my coconut oil in there.
And the rest of the
And
chicken.
the rest of the chicken. Same thing again, I'm going to spread it out evenly. Making sure I keep rubbing my meat into the pan. so it doesn't get stuck. I used to be completely against using non-stick pans. I used to use cast iron a lot, but I realized that with things like fish and with things like marinated meat, you ruin your cast iron pans completely. And these guys are actually okay to use as long as you don't overheat them. Okay, Teflon becomes carcinogenic due to two reasons. One, you scratch the pan. Okay, as long as you use a wooden spoon to handle your pan, you will not scratch it.
Yeah.
Okay. And second, if you keep doing this, especially with marinated meats, and don't get it burnt at the bottom, they will last you a very, very long time. You just have to take care of them. Okay? Don't let them burn. They burn, that's how you ruin them. So it's very hard to take these burnt bits off after. Okay? But if you keep taking it off while you're still cooking, while your pan is still hot, it will be way easier to clean your pan later on. Okay?
Smells good. You're hungry now.
I smell like this after this class. He's hungry. Yeah. It does make you hungry, the smell of spices. The moment you put it in the center for 30 seconds, it's brown.
I see what you mean about the sizes of the pieces of chicken, because they get quite small then.
They do, they shrink a lot. There you go. Almost there. Didn't take very long, did it? They're all brown on both sides. I'm going to take them out. Now, because my portions are quite small today, my onion is a very small portion, and my chicken is a very small portion, and my pan is nice and clean still. It doesn't have burnt bits stuck to it.
Yeah.
I'm going to make use of this flavor that I have stuck to the pan to fry my onion. Okay, so I'll go with my next set of oil that I had here with my sauce. This was for my sauce. Okay, so I'm going to make my sauce here in the same pan because so much flavor in there. Start with half a teaspoon of cumin seeds. Cumin seeds are here. Okay, just about half a teaspoon of cumin goes in. Brown it slightly. If your pan is hot, it will start to brown very fast. And it will start to make that sound, see? That means your pan is hot. Go in with your onion. And we're going to brown this onion and caramelize it for quite some time. This will take about 8-10 minutes, maybe even longer. When you're doing this at home, you will have double the recipe, which means it's going to take 15 to 20 minutes.
Alright.
Gotta have patience here. We're using half the quantity of our onion for the sauce, and the other half, once it's brown, we're going to separate and keep that caramelized onion for sprinkling on top of the rice later. Okay? Meanwhile, we have to get our ovens ready as well. Okay, I'm going to get mine ready first. Could you keep an eye on this one here? Take it on them. We'll reduce the heat very slowly. Alright, go. So we're going to stir it constantly. You stir it every 30-40 seconds, okay?
Oh, you're left-handed. nakakalimutan mo. Dapat i-record ko lang pala, hindi ko nilive.
Ito yung gusto kong ano talaga pag-aralan na Beryani. Pwede natin gawin sa Pilipinas. Oh, ay, wala na mag-aralan. Bagay, magbili tayo dito.
Now, because the tomatoes are so good, we can eat them. Tomatoes are barely good in Singapore. Right? They're like horrible.
Yeah, no taste.
They have no flavor in this country. They look good. I haven't tried it yet. They look good. This is not part of the recipe, ladies.
The extra.
This is just extra tomatoes.
Extra tomatoes.
Okay, salt.
That's it.
Yeah, salt. That's it.
That's it. Tomato salad.
This is how tomatoes should be. Go on then. Help yourself. Please. Don't be shy.
I'll try. So I'll not
Go get a tomato to eat.
I'll get the smaller.
They're good, huh? Actually.
Right?
Singapore standards quite good. You tell an Italian that's good, they go, what is wrong with you?
You also try. You must try also.
Juicy.
French used to import tomatoes from France. We have a platform online to buy French food. And we buy our tomatoes from France.
Only in the summer though, right? All through the year?
You can, yeah.
Really? Are they good?
Better.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How much are they? That's the next question.
I don't buy it very often because it's not insane.
You know what? Actually, they are quite expensive. You get good ones.
Yeah.
So I often get good ones. I paid about $6 per kilo for these ones. Yeah, but then we get Romas. Romas are 12 a kilo, 12 to 14 a kilo. But they're not always good.
Yeah.
And you pay 12 to 14 and they're not always good, so
Yes, it's
I don't ever order them. I used to order them on Amazon. They stopped selling Romas on Amazon. So if I go to the wet market and they have them there, if they're good, then I buy them. If you have to pay that price, you have to see them first. Okay, mix. See, they're starting to caramelize, but they're not quite there yet. This is why I reduced the heat to medium. Because you want to caramelize them, but you don't want to burn them. Okay? And they need to take their own sweet time. Onions have sugars in them, and you have to give them time to caramelize. Okay? They burn very quickly if you do it on high heat. This has to be done on medium heat.
Yeah.
Long heat. It's on
Medium.
It's on 5.
5.
Once the water quantity, the moisture content in it goes down, they will start to brown faster and faster. Okay, then you have to adjust the heat. Okay? Patience is key.
Patience is the key.
May I take over from you now? Are you left-handed?
Yeah, she's left-handed.
So in the beginning, when you start browning them, you don't stir them very much because there's still a lot of moisture in there. and you want the heat to build up in the beginning, but as you start to release all that moisture and they start to caramelize, you'll notice that it's stirring slow. Okay? Stirring time will be less and less. Now, while we're browning our onion, I'm going to actually throw the oven over there. Alright, the oven is on 180 degrees Celsius. Alright, without the fan. Without the fan. Okay, just on regular oven setting, without the fan. The reason being that I want to do this on low and slow in the oven. Alright, traditionally they do not use ovens for making biryani. They use a gas hob. But what happens with the gas hob is the heat is always just at the bottom
Yes.
and the top, and it requires a long time on low heat to be able to reach the top. But in an oven, the heat circulates more.
Circulates,
through
yeah.
biryani. Okay? Just regular, okay? Just regular convection oven. Regular oven, no fan. 180 Celsius. It's okay? 180 Celsius. Once we've done our sauce, we will start layering it in here. We'll cover it completely. Traditionally, they put the cover on. So once we've added all our elements, you cover it up and you seal this very nicely and tightly. We're going to be using foil, aluminum foil today to seal it. But traditionally they use dough. So they make a dough. They make a dough out of flour and water, and then they stick it along the edges to seal it. Yeah, just flour and water. Dough, like flour and water dough, like bread dough.
Like bread dough. Here we can.
Flour, water dough. Yeah, you can make a dough and then stick it along the edges, but people don't do that anymore because there are easier ways to seal stuff. It doesn't impart any flavor as such, but back in the day, when they didn't have things like foil, okay, to seal stuff. No, it's just to seal. It's
Just to seal.
You shouldn't. They make bread with it, is it? Okay, it's a bread dough. Okay, so they put, I think they put puff pastry dough, is it? Or paratha dough on top? Paratha dough, okay. Puff pastry, paratha dough, exactly the same thing. Yeah, you can do that, but that's not something that they do in India. It's just a modern take. So you can eat the bread. Carbs on carbs. See the color starting to change already? Now you have to stir it more often so it doesn't burn. Okay? So it does take quite a while, right? Okay. What I recommend when you go back is one of you gets started with the chicken and the other person gets started with the onion, because the onion's actually taking very long to brown. It will speed up the process a little bit, okay? You can start with the onion in this later, okay?
The onions going here.
Yeah, so
just do the onions straight here.
yeah, just do it here. Don't wait for the chicken to be done. Okay, it's easier that way, faster. So this is still not quite there yet. And I keep pushing it in the center because the center is hotter. Do you go to, is it Mustard that does it? Do you remember the name of the restaurant that does it? Mustard? Mustard has good biryani. And then there's one more called, I can't remember the name. Across from Mustafa, there's a restaurant that does Tikka. Inside. Thank you for your patience.
I think it's Walsum Green or something like that. Yeah.
Wholesome green. Is that what it's called?
Dati kasi sabay kami niyang gumagawa. Nanguhuli kasi siya. Gagawa pa siya.
Yeah.
Dati sabay-sabay kami niyan.
For the chicken.
You have this new.
Nahirapan siya kasi
The new
siya
mall,
naman
yes,
gumagawa rin sa sasalita pa siya. Mahamay pa siya noon. Kasi minsan ano kami, puno lahat.
Okay, here. Looks good.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to burn it. So I'll stop here. Take half of it. Put it in the small bowl. Okay, and leave the other half in here. I'm going to put my ginger garlic chili that I pounded earlier in here, okay? You've already done this step, yes?
Yes.
You already pounded it, mixed it?
Yeah, that's the one I have.
Yeah, yours is done. I know, I saw you do it.
Okay.
This is why I got you to prep while you were waiting, because I know there are lots of steps in here. Get your garlic nice and fragrant. When you start to sneeze, you know it is good.
Yeah.
Bring your tomato over. Put it in. You don't want to burn the garlic, okay?
Okay.
Give it a mix. Add your spices again, okay? We've not added any spices to our sauce yet. So we're going to do that now. Very strong, yes.
Yeah.
So, basic spices again. We have turmeric. We'll do about a quarter teaspoon, no more. Chili, very tiny amount. I don't like it. So just
Me
go
too.
easy on
I
it.
don't like
If you want
spicy.
your biryani to be spicy, you can always add more. Okay?
Turmeric, chili.
Coriander. Coriander powder, okay?
Coriander powder.
Half a tablespoon. This is half a tablespoon. Okay? And salt.
Salt.
Salt is here, about half a teaspoon should be enough. Okay, give it a good mix. Okay, once you add your spices, you want to make sure you stir it really well because you don't want to burn them. Yeah? Spices, ground spices, they burn very easily. Okay, get your chicken out. Put it all in, along with all those beautiful juices in there.
Wow.
We bring it all together. Let the tomatoes soften a little bit, and then we put it all in together in this pan and pop it in the oven. Now, when you have double the quantity, right, you do 4 layers of biryani. Meaning
Okay.
1 layer of chicken and
Chicken,
sauce, 1
rice.
layer of rice, 1 layer of chicken and sauce, 1 layer of
one-
rice, cover it up, put it in the oven.
Okay.
Here we have half the quantity, we're going to do only 1. We're only going to do 2 layers.
4
1
layers
layer of
only.
chicken and sauce, and on top you put the rice. That's it. Okay? So it will be slightly simpler today, but the steps are exactly the same when you do double the quantity, okay? That means the full recipe. Do you understand?
Yes.
So we're reusing this pot just to put it
In the oven.
to put it in the oven. So
Yeah.
if we don't have pots that can go in the oven,
Pyrex can?
The oven tray.
No,
The Pyrex.
the Pyrex tray won't work. You need metal.
Oh, okay.
You need metal.
okay.
You don't have any saucepans that can go in the oven at home? You know, so this is a regular saucepan that goes on a hob,
Yeah.
okay? And we don't usually put this in the oven except for this class.
Okay. I don't think we do.
The
Dutch-
pan with the clear cover can go the cover Or can use the foil on the top.
You can
Yeah.
also use foil on top, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
If you have a regular saucepan, you can just put foil on top if the lid is...
Okay.
A lot of...
Because we have the
pans,
glass
they
co-
have glass lids with plastic
With
tops.
plastic
Yeah.
top,
Yeah, yeah. You
If-
can use a regular pan. Or
Okay.
like regular. I'm sure you have one saucepan.
Yeah.
Like a heavy saucepan,
Okay.
and then just
We don't-
put foil. Make sure you seal it really well.
Yeah.
That's the only thing you need to make sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, seal it very well. Otherwise, do the entire process on the stovetop. It can be done on the stovetop too. Yeah.
Then what do we need to take note of? If the heat is like at the bottom.
Yeah, I'll tell you about that because traditionally it is done
On the stove.
on the stovetop. See, I'm waiting for these tomatoes to go a little pulpy. Alright, when the tomatoes are soft, I know it's time. Now, this is a very nice curry by itself.
Yeah.
Like you can serve this.
You can serve with the white rice, the regular rice.
Yeah, just white rice. So you actually learned 3 recipes today. Chicken tikka biryani, chicken tikka the appetizer, and chicken tikka masala. Okay? If you add a little bit of cream to this in the end, it becomes chicken tikka masala. Okay? I'm going to switch this one on as well. It's time. Just drawing out the sauce a little bit.
So if we're frying the onions in here later, do we put everything in here?
Yeah. So once your
Yeah.
chicken's done, just scrape everything in here and do what I'm doing in here instead in here.
Okay.
Okay? I'm going to increase the heat slightly. It will be faster. Huh? See the tomatoes have like almost disintegrated in there. Yeah? You can barely see them now. You only see the peel. It's time. You see all that oil? Looks beautiful already. Okay, turn this off. Transfer everything into my pan. Right at the bottom. Remember, when you do your full recipe, split this in half. Put the first half in first.
Half, yes. Half of the chicken and chicken with sauce, and then half of the rice, and then another chicken with sauce, and then rice on the top. So we can make 4 layers for one recipe. Yeah, she is.
4 layers.
Yeah.
That's what we're trying to do. Okay. Elsie, could you help me melt this somehow? Put me in the microwave for like 20 seconds, 30 seconds. Here we go. See, this is on medium heat right now. Getting hotter. And keep it on 3 or maybe 4. Bubbling away. You want it to get hot. Alright? You want the pan to be hot before it goes in the oven. Put your rice in. All over. Spread it out. Make sure there are no lumps. I'm being gentle and breaking the lumps because I don't want to break my rice, but I do want to break those lumps.
Yeah.
Okay? Done. Now, the rest of the elements exciting. This is saffron,
Saffron
soaking
with
in milk.
soaking. Yeah.
Okay? This is a pinch of saffron in 2 tablespoons of milk. Pour it in. Yes. It's going to give it some color. See that yellow color? It's from the saffron. Right. I need some garam masala. Do not see anymore here. Lying without glasses now. Okay. Check how much you need. I'm going to do a nice sprinkle all over. That's how I gauge. how
For
much
the
to
milk,
add.
can use also the soya milk.
Yeah,
Then
can. Soy milk, coconut
soya milk.
Soy milk, coconut milk you can.
Coconut milk can.
Yeah,
Okay.
of course. As long as it's not too strong, it's okay.
Okay.
Raisins
Raisins. Wow.
for sweetness. Cashews for crunch. All over. Okay.
Just cashew nuts can use, or
Any nuts is
Any
fine,
nuts.
but traditionally it's cashews
Cashew
because
nuts.
cashews are considered a bit more fatty
okay.
and they are creamy and more. They give you more flavor in
Oh.
general compared to other
Okay,
nuts.
thank you. The
caramelized
caramelized onion all over.
Okay. Mint. I'm gonna go get some from the garden. I didn't want to
You have garden here?
go right outside. Right.
Oh!
I'm gonna go in there now. I didn't get it earlier because it goes on limp by the time you use it. So the coriander and mint we always get in the end. I'll get it for you guys as well.
She's getting from her garden. Fresh from the garden.
Maalala ko kaya lahat ito ginawa natin kung
Bilis lang.
Girls, when you finish using the leaves, keep the stalks. I want to replant them. I just made my entire plant bota.
Oh, okay.
Split it into 3. Okay. I can never find good mint in Singapore in the wet market, which is why we plant here.
Maalala mo yan, maalala mo yan, mabilis lang. Ako nga kung ano, ayoko na din pumunta sana mag-aral eh. Pag may recipe, kuha ko na.
Pero matrabaho kaya nun.
Matrabaho yan, kumakain ng oras.
Just throw it in
Ilang
there.
oras mo yan i-prepare.
Kaya nga,
Preparation yan.
Keep the stems for me.
Kaya nga ako sa bahay, ano lang ako, cooking and cleaning lang ako. Kasi ang cooking talaga is, talaga kailangan mo ng it takes time talaga ang cooking.
3 hours preparation.
3 hours of preparation, yes.
Preparation and cooking.
That's why you make more.
But if you do on, not only 3 hours, because you're doing all the things.
No, it's not more than 3 hours. Trust me, it's not.
If you're
Even if you do
passing.
it by yourself, it's not more than 3 hours. Maybe because you're doing it for the first time, you have to think a lot.
Yeah.
But once you make it a few times, you get used to the recipe.
Oh yeah, on the first time, yeah.
Yeah, only because it's the first time it might take longer, but you make it a few times. Ask Rini, she does it all the time now, my recipes. Not so long anymore, right? See? Okay, that, and finally, butter, because everything is better with butter.
Wow.
Pour it all in. And then take your wooden spoon and make a few holes for steam to rise. 1, 2, 3. Okay. See, it's bubbling at the bottom right now. It's on number 4 and still bubbling away at the bottom, yeah? Now, I cover it up and I seal it. Now, where is my foil? I want to be able to seal this really well. So usually this is what I do. Okay. This piece is very big. I didn't have to take such a big piece. Seal it very, very well. Okay. Close it up. If you want to do this on the stove top, you can reduce the heat to low at this point and set a timer for 45 minutes.
45 minutes.
If you want to do it on the stove top.
Okay.
But if you're doing this in the oven, which I like to do because in the stove top, the bottom always burns.
Yes.
When I cook saffron rice, also the bottom always burn. And then I cook in the
Okay, wait, I will talk about that in a minute. Let's talk about that later, okay? You're talking about a completely different recipe. 45 minutes.
45 minutes also.
I'm going to 180 Celsius. No fan. I'm going to set timer for 45 minutes. 45 minutes.
45 minutes. I'm Mark.
You guys ready to do this?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that's it. Once it's in the oven, I will show you how to make your cucumber raita, which is a side dish, and how to make your papadums, and then we can eat.
Okay.
All right, go.
Okay, let's
Really,
go.
I will come and talk to you about the saffron rice. Okay? You're talking about the tatik, right?
Yes.
Okay, the tatik is meant to burn at the bottom.
Yeah, I understand.
You're supposed to burn at the bottom.
Why does it go like?
No, then don't burn it. No, don't make it black. You might make it black.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome.
No, only brown.
Only that. That's right.
She doesn't like the hot part. Then don't make it hot.
Sige, ikaw na yung mag-live dyan, patuloy mo na. Ano na ako?
Chicken, one sauce, please.